about what I've been doing the past month. For those of you who doesn't know, I was gone to visit my home country, Bangladesh, in Asia. Do you guys know where Bangladesh is? Anybody? Arab people? Yeah, it's... no, it's too far from that. It's a country in Southeast Asia. It's near India. Bangladesh shares the western border with India as part of Calcutta. And then on top of Bangladesh there is Nepal and Bhutan, and on south, east side there is Burma. So if you look at the map, check on the west side of, east side of India. So after 2.5 years, we went there as a family. My husband's niece was getting married, so it was a very wonderful time we had there. My kids actually experienced first cousin's wedding, so they had a lot of fun. But the weather was not so great. It was hot and humid, and we always went there in winter, so we forgot about the hot weather. It was around 40, but it felt like, even worse with the humidity, probably 25 to 30%. We were always looking forward to the morning and before going to bed, shower, because that would just, make us relax. Sorry, I didn't prepare any speech, so it would be just, I'm just going to talk. So on our way, we took a flight from LA to Malaysia, and from Malaysia to Japan, and from Japan to Bangladesh. No, sorry, from LA to Japan, Japan to Malaysia, Malaysia to Bangladesh. And the first day we started here on June 2nd, we started probably 9 o'clock. We took the we took a flight from Sacramento to LA. When we reached LA, probably around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we were looking forward to board the plane at 5 p.m. and they said there is a delay. And the delay is until 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning, and we were not liking that because we knew that our subsequent flights would be messed up. But we had nothing to do. They provided us hotels and everything, so we went to the hotel, we relaxed. It was a very long journey. This was the first time. This journey took us 60 hours from door to door, but it was not that tiring because we got hotels as we went. Once we reached Japan, the transition flight there was just 1 hour, and we just moved from terminal to terminal, and we got there in time. We had no problem. But when we moved from Japan to Malaysia, we were checking out, and we were going to the Malaysian Airlines, and they said, oh, the plane is already boarded. You can go to Bangladesh today. And my husband says, come, run. And I was barefooted because I was wearing a high heel and it was hurting so bad. This was the first time I was running in an airport with barefoot. And we went there to the door, and they said, no, maybe you should consider staying tonight because your luggage is not going there, and there is no point of going without your luggage. So we'll give you a hotel. You stay here tonight, and then you go to Malaysia, Bangladesh tomorrow. So we stayed there, and the next day we reached Bangladesh, but it was long. It was 60 hours of journey from here to our home. There was no jet lag going in Bangladesh, but we are all fighting jet lags coming into the U.S. My kids are up last 3 days, 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, you name it, what time. There is no schedule in our house. So I'm just hoping that they get back to schedule and we can have a decent life now. One thing, if I want to talk about the wedding, it was, like I said, it was my husband's niece's wedding, and they have so many occasions. They have a formal wedding, then they have kind of like a bridal shower. I wish I could bring some photos. Maybe next time I'll share the photos with you. They have like a bridal shower, a type informal thing where they put turmeric in the bride and groom's forehead and just have fun. So we had that, then we had formal wedding, then we had reception, then we had one day where everybody does henna on their hands. So we all had all this and we really enjoyed. And on our way back, we thought we would go visit Malaysia for a couple of days, and I tell you, that was not a good idea. We had 10 suitcases and going to that other country, and with 10 so many luggages. It was not a good idea. I don't recommend that. So once we went to Malaysia, it was in the middle of the night. Like we flew out from Bangladesh midnight, and then in 3 hours we went to Malaysia. So it was 3 a.m. in the morning. We were all like sleepy, and we went to the Malaysian airport, and they said, okay, we were thinking how we can go to the hotel, and we were also checking whether we can put the luggages in the airport, and it was very expensive to have the luggages stored there. So my husband was looking for taxis. They said, oh no, you can only have 3 persons in a taxi, and there's no way there in a taxi we would fit all 10 luggages. So after 2 hours of looking around, and there were all these what do you call people who were trying to sell you taxis, taxi rides with not so reliable. So we were avoiding them, but finally we found someone who took us to the hotel probably around 11 a.m. We were all like, when we were boarding, we were hopping on the taxi, the guy was saying, oh, here are all the palm trees, Malaysia is very famous. I just heard those 2 sentences, and then we all fell asleep. And then when we reached the hotel, the guy said, oh, you came at 11, but we are actually checking. Our check-in time is 2 p.m. And we were like, there's no way I can wait 3 more hours in the lounge. And they said, no, since you're here, we will try to set up a room. By the time we got into the room, it was 2 hours, noon time, and after 1 or 2 hours, we were all in deep sleep because we were sleeping the night sleep, and my husband, he didn't like the idea that we were all sleeping. He just, wake up, we need to go visit Malaysia, let's go. Let's go see, the next one is Kuala Lumpur Tower. We have to wake up, and I was like, oh, that was so brutal, but we had to do it. So we went and just looked around. We went to another place called Genting Highland the next morning, and then came back. So we were very ready to come back to US. But overall, yeah, it was a good trip. That's a good experience for my kids. Thank you.